land vehicles are coming to Starfield, and honestly, that was not something I anticipated ever seeing. I remember Todd right after launch had come out and said, like, in an interview, somebody asked him about land vehicles, and he had just said, no, we don't have that, but we have the boost pack, and he was promoting the boost pack as a mechanic, and I totally get that stance. Like, that was something they put in that to do it the way they wanted to do. What I don't know is, did vehicles get added because of the fan outreach, or were vehicles always planned and that was just them going I kind of think it might be the former. I think this might be something where the fans made enough noise about it they added it, but I have no proof of that. Um, but either way, I think it's cool that land vehicles are coming, and I'm excited for my second playthrough of Starfield. I'm gonna let that sink in a second while I take a sip of my coffee. I am ready and happy and waiting for a second playthrough. Hmm. I did 350 hours in my first playthrough of Starfield, not anticipating that I was going to do that. I figured I was going to come in and get 50, 60 hours and move on to the next project. And then I got hooked with the space exploration and the space flight. And just sort of getting different ships and upgrading my ships. And I didn't ever go completely down the rabbit hole of modding ships for hours and hours and hours on end, but I did mod all of my ships, and gave them the color schemes that I wanted, changed habs around on them, and got the look and feel that I wanted. That part of the game was huge. Here's the thing. I played 350 hours. I never even touched outposts. One of the reasons was because I didn't really enjoy running around on planets as much as I did the other stuff. And that's not to say that the boost pack was a bad feature or that the lack of a land vehicle was a bad choice. I'm always happy to play the games that the publishers launch with. That's why I don't do mods my first playthrough. I want to do a as they delivered it playthrough. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, like adding a ground vehicle is really cool. And I know at launch there was a lot of outcry from people because they were like, "Ooh, Mass Effect had vehicles. It should have vehicles because Mass Effect had vehicles." and I don't think that that's the right way to approach it. I think that, making it known that, hey, man, land vehicles would have really been cool given how much exploratory space you've given us, because running around for, potentially hundreds of hours on foot, um, that gets old. But having a vehicle, that's a different experience because then you can zip around these planets because there are so many points of interest on these planets. And as you go there and you're getting I forget it's been 6 months since I played, right? When you survey the survey data, because you can sell the survey data. And so it's worthwhile to run around and explore these planets completely because of that. But that's tedious. Not necessarily unfun. But for me, definitely after the 10th planet, I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. Like, you know, um, there was a lot going on there. So land vehicles are a great addition to the game. I think it's going to open up exploration a lot more. And for someone like me who never built an outpost during my first playthrough, this is going to be something where I'll definitely build outposts now. Now, land vehicles are not coming with the May 15th update. It's just sometime later on down the line. Let me move over here. I'm pretty sure they don't give a date, but we're gonna pop on over to here.
You want to talk about that's down the horizon?
So the team is working on our first land vehicle, so you can drive around on planets. Obviously, we're working on more quests and the massive Shattered Space expansion.
Which I can't wait for.
That's all very exciting.
Okay, so yeah, no dates specifically mentioned for the land vehicles, but they are coming. That's the most important thing. So the update coming on the 15th. This has got me salivating for Starfield, guys. I had a lot of fun my first playthrough. Recognized, had some weak points, and was just waiting for Shattered Skies to come around to do another playthrough. But I'll be damned if that just grip isn't just reaching out to pull me back in. We'll see if I don't do something around the 15th with my Space Marine build that I was building, because that doesn't have to be a complete playthrough. That can just be me going in and doing those however many hours of quests there are. I can't remember. I think the Ranger quests took me something like 10 hours or something to do all of those quest chains. And then the Ryujin Industries, that one where you go in and infiltrate. I did that as a whole episode somewhere on YouTube. I had a lot of fun. Can't wait for more. Land vehicles are going to be an awesome addition. Hopefully those come, with or before Shattered Skies, right? Before would be better, but we've still got. I think Todd said in an interview the other day, fall. They didn't mention a timeline. They just said, or they didn't mention a date, I should say, but they did give us a sort of ballpark of the fall. Can't wait for more. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Don't forget the links to everything are down below. Daily streaming here and on Twitch, and of course, there's already a playlist of Starfield up and available for those of you who want to watch the whole thing. Again, there's a lot there. It was a fun game. I can't wait for more. I missed the music. I was just loading it up this morning to just listen to the music and just sort of go, the 15th can't get here quick enough, but then also I've got Hellblade 1 and 2 this month. And also Mista Pandaria, or the remix. Yeah, the Mista Pandaria remix starts on the 16th. So it looks like my back half of May is going to be really good.